Hello my friends, I am Hondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Aurora. This is episode 39. In episode 38, we came into the Tau Ceti star system, which was much nicer than the previous one, and I've gone ahead and gotten a colony started on one of the two, there's basically two nice worlds. I picked one of them fairly randomly, and we have settled it. I decided to go with the Ice Cube people, simply because that meant a little bit less terraforming, although it still wouldn't have been that bad. But anyway, that colony is established, and they're, I mean, just barely established, but they are established. They're going to start to grow. The only slight downfall to this place is we're missing some key materials, especially uranium, but also for the PDCs, carbamide, and uridium as well. So what I had to do, I'll just bring up the fleet here. So I took my Hydra, which is basically my super cargo ship. So basically I have it flying back to Earth sector to Venus to pick up uranium, then come back, drop it off, then go back to the Earth sector just to refuel. Then jump to Ross, because Ross is the only place that has both carbonite and uridium mining happening. And so grab a bit of both of those, and then come back to Tau Ceti and drop it all off. So it's going to take a few months, but that will bring some materials here that we need to get Tau Ceti going proper. So that's the only slight downfall to this place, but it's otherwise a very nice, nice little place to live. So nothing wrong with that. All right. Other than that, not too much happened from last episode to now. I basically just got this colony set up and got some orders in, and that's about all that we've missed so far. So I think at this point we are pretty much ready to go. One thing I am going to do on Earth, since I just thought about it, is to upgrade the sector command. I've already added the sector in the Tau Ceti sector, so our governor does count that one, but I'd like to always have, a little bit of extra room for the next one already built. That way I don't have to worry about forgetting about it. So, and with that, we are now ready to try to decide where to jump to next. Because the Sol system, we've already gone through both of the jump gates that are here. If I just back out a little bit so we can actually see them. Sorry, well, I shouldn't say both of them, I should say all four of them to be more accurate, but that gave us Barnard, Star, Ross, Le Mans, and Leyland. So there's nowhere else that I can go in one jump, so anywhere we go will have to be a double. I think Barnard Star didn't even have a second jump. No, it didn't. So that's a complete and total dead end, so we can absolutely completely forget about that one. Le Mans only had the one extra jump. That took us to that Monocerai place, which was actually pretty lousy. Although we could jump from there. There was another one from there, so that's one option. From Loylen, that's what got us to Tau Ceti, but there's nothing else here. So basically our choices are we could go to Monocerai and jump from there. We could go to Ross and do one of the two that we don't know about yet. Or we can go to Tau Ceti and go to one of the two that we don't know about here. I don't actually know, there it is, the other one. So we have a few choices. Not entirely sure which one to take, and I guess it doesn't really matter since it is pretty random. I'm kind of leaning towards Ross just because it only takes one jump to go from Sol to Ross, whereas say to go to Tau Ceti we have to go through Loylen, then to Tau Ceti, then to whatever else. So I think I'm going to choose to go from Ross first. And I think that will be fine. So let's go find our improved bee, the wasp. It is fueled, the crew's happy. Let's get going. It's always fun to open up a new gate. It gives you something to start off an episode, right? It was something I was avoiding quite a bit, actually, early on, because I'm so absolutely scared of running into aliens because I know they would just crush me. But now that I have halfway decent technology, I'm not quite as scared of them. Still a little bit, but not as bad. But anyway, I should get the time going here. I'm going to try to avoid using the auto turn just because it crawls so much. And we'll just try and use the time, like the single jump time here. Should be a little bit better. Hopefully, anyway. Alright, so it has started. Yes, it's going to, because that's the other reason, of course, it's going to complain about missing materials, because that's being brought in by the Hydra. So, anyway, this has started, still has quite a bit to go, but at least it is in progress. Excellent. I suppose I should get the, make sure the scout is ready. I haven't actually checked on it in a while. Although it should be, I think. Alright, sector command is done. Excellent. Where is my scout? Where is my scout? There it is. Okay, so it's fueled up. The crew is happy, so it must be float. It's, yeah, it's at Earth right now. That's fine. That still has another month or so to go, so no need to push the scout over yet and start the maintenance countdown. Anything happening? Nope, okay. So 10 days. Okay, nothing's happening, looks like. Other than just my castle continuing to blow up. Yeah, I'm definitely taking maintenance off when I start Season 2 of this game, that's for sure. All these maintenance failures are just an irritation. I don't think they really add anything to the game. I get the point. I mean, it means you have to use resources on maintenance and all that, and that's fine, but it's more hassle than it's worth, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's entirely my opinion. You are free to have your own. Anyway, the wasp is done. Let's go ahead and get that guy moving onto the other side. And of course, this will trigger a database error, as always. Okay, welcome to Teegerdan Star? Is that what that says? Something like that. Anyway, lots of stuff here it looks like. Lots of survey points, a couple of planets. Okay, so this is definitely a place worth scouting. So first though, let's get the wasp to build the gate home, because that would be very good. Nobody wants to get stranded. And let's get the scout out here. So you go to Ross and then Teegerdan's or something, and put yourself on scouting. We will, as always, start with the geological survey. Okay. I do like to run it in interval time when I'm doing scouting, because I like watching the scout float around, but other than that I try to avoid the auto times, especially while I have a ship blowing up, because it just keeps stopping more often than I like. But I do like watching the scout float around and do its exploration. And there it is. And while it's doing that, I also like to leave this on the mineral screen, because that gives me an idea of how good the system actually is, based on how many places with decent deposits exist. Yeah, something blew up, I know. Let's move on here. Silly thing. Oh, something already on one of the moons. Moon 24. Yeah, this is a massive little mess there. But I hope it's not going in order, because otherwise, if only 2 of 24 moons had anything, that would be a bit disappointing. So hopefully it's not actually going in order. but I get the sense it did since it just went over to a different area entirely. So this might be a bit of a disappointing sector, at least in terms of minerals anyway. Something else blow up, is that what that was? Okay, you still have plenty of maintenance supplies, so I don't really need to worry about that. In the meantime, how are we doing here? Corbomite, that's good. More Corbomite. Okay, so far not a heck of a lot other than Corbomite here. But we still have lots of scouting to do, so hopefully we find more stuff. But I get the sense that's it for scouting. So this is kind of a disappointing sector in terms of geological. But anyway, let's see how we do on gravitational. Because at this point, I'm not entirely sure I want to actually colonize here. I think I may want to just send in some mining, like just send in a cargo ship with a bunch of auto mines, just strip this place out and forget about it. Because so far, I don't, well, definitely with that little material, it's not going to be worth a colony. As you saw already on Tau Ceti, how I had to be bringing in materials, and it was a pretty good system. It was just missing uranium, really. Why are you bringing that screen up? I definitely don't want to have to haul, basically everything other than Corbomite over here to do that, so. Okay, well there's at least another jump gate. Although I think I'm going to go back to Ross and do one more from there. I do prefer, shorter trips to get somewhere. I mean, eventually I will have to start going, 2 jumps to get away to the next gate, but for now I'd like to be able to stay within 1 or 2 jumps of Earth where possible, so. Because Earth is definitely the center of the Empire, and it's the only decent construction place I have. I have other places that I can build, of course, but nothing like Earth. Earth has got all the massive amounts of factories and far more materials than that, so. I guess if I ever find another system that's got absolutely massive amounts of materials, I could basically make that a new capital, or at least a new industrial capital, but at this point I've not yet to find anything even remotely close to the Sol system in terms of materials, so. This place has 2 extra jump gates so far. That's not bad. And still a fair number to go. Okay, let's jump a little faster here. The other thing at some point would be nice to find, I haven't found any yet, but it would be nice to find, somewhere that at least, even if there aren't any active alien races current, even just, alien artifacts or ruins or something could be neat. Because I did notice on the wealth screen that they are looking for alien artifacts just for trading purposes. Clearly, nowhere I have has them because they're like completely empty of them. So it would be really, really nice if I found some anywhere, really. But so far, nothing. That's a bit of a disappointment. Okay, so the warp, or excuse me, the wasp. I keep calling that a warp. I don't know why. Maybe I should just rename it and get it over with. Let's go ahead and jump back to Ross, where I can do a refuel. And I'll give them a month or so just to let the crew relax, and then we'll go in. That also give this thing time to finish scouting here, and then we'll be ready for next episode when we'll open up another gate. I don't think we'll have time to get to that this episode, but we'll at least be in a position to do that next episode. So that'll be good. Come on, thank you. There's probably not going to be another jump gate over here, but there might be one over here. But we'll have to see. Okay, let's just do this the easy way. Bump ahead a whole month. That should let it finish that scouting, I think. Oh, the Hydra's done. That means Tau Ceti should have all the stuff it needs now to build stuff. It's short on neutronium, but it has Barnard. It's short on mercasium, but I think, yeah, this one is flinging mercasium to it, so that's fine as well. I don't mind if it takes a long time, as long as it can do it, that's fine. And corundum, well, there's a tiny bit there. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring in some more corundium then. Okay. I knew this place had it. I didn't think it was that little, though. So that's unfortunate. But that's fine. We can deal with that. I'll deal with that off camera. That's just another trip for the Hydra. That's not a big deal. I'll queue that up off camera. Because they're certainly not in a hurry for it. That's just for the PDC. They're still working on the ground force factory first, so it's not urgent. Okay. Oh, some research is finished. And another one of my Cloak of Bees fighters is done. Cool. Okay. I'm actually going to call this an episode here because we're coming up to time control anyway. So off camera, I'm going to run the clock enough to let the scout finish clearing this out. I won't actually open up the new gate from Ross. I'll do that on camera, this guy here. But I will sort these out, let the scout do the rest of that, and do that Hydra route just to bring corundium over to Tau Ceti, because those are all just little minor boring things, so I'll take care of those in between episodes. So at this point, folks, I'd like to thank everyone for watching today, and as always, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.